Check. Yeah, I got a signal. All right. Yeah, no fancy cameras here. No fancy lighting. Just good teaching. All right, so why are we here? Because I want to teach you something. So something that comes up a lot with players is soloing, right? Like, how do I get better at soloing? There's usually a specific element of soloing because soloing is a huge topic. There's lots of different kinds of soloing. There's lots of different environments that you can exist in when you solo. I'm zeroing in on a specific skill within that category. Flow. What is flow? I'm thinking of it as once you're in a strand of ideas, can you stay there while you continue to be musical, connected, you have an agenda with where you're going with, right? So how do we get better at that? So I found myself struggling with that, and that's where the glue method came in. Glue method is something I developed to help myself with the ability to stay in idea, play vocabulary, stickings, right? And I could put them right up against each other and I could keep it going. That's what I was struggling with. The glue method was the solution to my struggle, a process of how I was going to practice it, because I started to identify in my own playing that it wasn't the stickings. I had lots of great chops, but taking those chops and putting them in a environment where I had to go from chop, 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 while I paid attention to the musical environment, that I was struggling with that. So I came up with these 4 steps, because I started to identify, well, what was the first issue that I would have? I would fall out of the rate, or sometimes I didn't even know if I was playing the right rate. So what I mean by rate is subdivision. Subdivisions are 8th notes, 8th note triplets, 16th note triplets, quintuplets, septuplets, 32nd. The list goes on as far as what your available rates at a certain tempo, right? So, right, I had to strengthen my understanding of the rate. I also had to strengthen my physical independence with that rate. So that's step 1. Step 1 I labeled physical independence. In order for me to flow with someone else, right, that was holding the vamp, I needed to feel comfortable that I could flow with that rate and not lose myself. So in step 1 with the glue method, step 1, physical independence, is defined by my left foot playing 8th notes, 1 and 2, and pick one of the rates. So in this case, 16th notes. And then I pick my sticking, which is one of the glue stickings, which for this lesson, I thought to pick a 5. Right, left foot, right, left foot. I'm gonna play that between the kick and the snare, and what is my focus? I have a dynamic shape that helps me to hear the 5, so you'll get hip to that. And then I also have this idea of independence, right? Yo, check this out. What if I took that 5 and I put it at a ternary rate, like 16th note triplets? What is my overall focus? The independence. It's not time to be musical. It's time to be efficient with understanding the physicality. If you cannot do it physically, there's no way you're going to be able to do it musically. At least that was my issue. I created 3 different pages of stickings. Yo, I'm going to start organizing my stickings now. I like to be organized. This sticking that we're talking about, 5, would be from the single kick variations, page 1. I'm going to do another sticking off of the same page. It's a grouping of 4, so it's right, left foot. Grouping of 4, right, left foot, with an accent at the top. I'm pulling from that first page of stickings to define and to demonstrate step 1, physical independence. So here's that group of 4 with some different rates. Check it out. Remember, this is not a silver bullet. This is at the beginning stage of the process, right? Tip of the iceberg. I'm starting to lay the groundwork, and my body's starting to understand I'm going to get better physically first before I start to music. You're like working on the 5, you're working on the 4, maybe you put those together and you got a 9. You're following that step though, right? Physical independence. This is about the rate. You're getting better at whatever rate you choose, and you've got those eighth notes happening in your left foot. You got a metronome on, so you're starting to lock. You're gonna get better at being able to play any grouping at any rate. Yo, so check it out, right? We're at the beginning stages of this. This is step 1, and it's only with 2 stickings so far. I have the master list of glue stickings. I've taken out 2 of those I thought would be great to demonstrate. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna work on more stickings with step 1. I'm gonna also start to identify what are the rest of the 4 steps of development. Stay tuned. Welcome to my YouTube. I'm gonna be back, and if you guys are interested, go check out my webpage, peaceanddrums.com, with live masterclass. There's also a huge archive of lessons. Until next time, I'm always looking over here, but I should be. But until next time, peace and drums.